Hello. My name is Pierre, and in my professional life, I work in a construction company as health and safety manager during weekdays and a scout chief on weekends. I started scouting while I was 9 at the local branch of Cubs, the first Saint Surf group in St. Pierre and Miquelon. So, for a situation, St. Pierre and Miquelon is there, you know. So this is United States, Canada, and it's just a little island just over there. You can see bigger, and also this is Newfoundland that belongs to Canada, and we are just there. Okay, so St. Pierre and Miquelon is a part of the overseas territory in Scouts and Guides de France. So Scouts and Guides de France is the Catholic branch of French Scouts and Guides. Okay, so if you can see there, you've got the World Scout Association and the World Guides Association. In France, they are combined together, and it's an organization that is called the French Scouts. Okay, so in the French Scouts, you've got basically 5 big movements. You've got the religion, the atheist Scouts, Jews, Protestants, Catholics, and Muslims. And we, and the Catholics, are just for France and entire world. Okay, so we are just there. Okay, so I started while I was 9 there at the local branch, and I stopped at the age of 12 because we had no leaders to continue the adventure. You know, so we didn't have any scouts, explorers, rovers, so I had to stop. And at the age of 16, the leaders that had me while I was a young cub asked me to become their leader assistant. So at the age of 21, I became leader and made my chief promise, my leader promise. But what you have to know is in France, for every association involving children, you have to pass some exams that are quite complicated and time-hitting. So between 25 and 27, I passed the first level of these diplomas, and I started 2 years ago the second level that I'll finish normally in May 2018. In French Scouts and Guides, those 2 diplomas allows you to receive the wood badges. So, question 2. What do you like about scouting and specifically your role in it? Well, I like 2 things in scouting. First, children. I think that we have to give them weapons to be better persons in this world, where bad influence is the norm, like reality TV. You know, they want only one winner and all the others are losers, and in order to win, they have to conspire and eliminate others. So those are not my values. I always try to learn to my co-workers and the scouts I manage the way to grow together. We have a motto on our island, you know, it says, alone you go faster, but together we go farther. That's part of the stuff I try to teach them. The second stuff is the philosophy that Baden-Powell taught us. I even put one of his sentences on my business cards, you know. It means, try and leave this world a little better than you found it. Especially on these days where people are looking inward and more protectionist. We can see it with the US president, or for example the Brexit, or on other ways like what's happening with the global warming. I think that if everyone embraces philosophy, the world would be a better place for our children. Question 3. How does your role work in partnership with young people? Well, first you have to know that the French government obliges us to have some educational plan that is written by the Scouts and Guides of France. You know, those guys. Okay? From this plan, we have to elaborate our own pedagogical project and tell them how we are going to do. For example, the educational project is help them to invest themselves in today's world. So, us, in St. Pierre's branch, we made our pedagogical project from this to help them seeing that there is scouts all over the world and children all over the world, and to do that we made a map with them and participated in Joti, new jamboree on the internet. Okay? And what you need to know too is that the government follows everything you do. Even for summer camps or daycare, you have to do all that. Okay? So how I work with youngsters? Well, I essentially try to show them the good path, and I give a lot of myself for it. For example, I quit smoking. I joined lots of volunteering associations. You know, we are in a little island. We are 6,500 people, okay, on 25 square kilometers. So in our unit, we do not do conventional things. The meetings are in an old school that the local church gave us, okay, and the cubs are in a double classroom because they are 20, so they have a big place, and the scouts and guides are in another classroom. So the leaders are usually with the cubs, and we give the scouts a little worksheet for the meeting, and they have to do everything on this list. They are in complete autonomy. They choose the path they want to explore, and also they manage all their time. I just go and check every 15-20 minutes or so. What's funny and impressive with this method is that you can see the emergence of the personalities of every character in the room. Well, usually you have one or two lazy boy guys that are doing basically nothing. But after between Christmas and Easter time, you see them jumping in the flood and doing lots of good stuff. Also, you see that girls are full of initiatives, you know, and they always manage and say, okay, you do that, you do that, you do that, and they bring music, and they always have music and stuff like that, and they can work with music and stuff, and they enjoy it, they loved it very much. And because what I said before is we are in a small island, so we are also the only place where social mixity between young people exists. Apart from sports, we work hard for that. We try to have people from every social class that is actually present on our islands. That said, we go to Canada every year for our summer camp, and almost every year we have children that never flew off our islands. That's a great opportunity for them to see the world, or at least a small part of it. Well, so I hope you enjoyed my little description. And remember, a scout smile and whistles under all circumstances, even if English is not your native language. Goodbye.
This month is all about leaders, all who volunteer. This was just one of them. Don't forget to say thanks to yours and to subscribe to our channel for more.